So, I mean, let's do it, man. I'm already in like a crazy ass mood because of this fucking Mayan season 4 and how just frustrating it is to see such a potential show just keep messing up, man. But one of the storylines they absolutely messed up and they should have never brought into the season is the Emily and Miguel Galindo. Is this going to wrap up? Will this wrap up in season 4? If they somehow get a season 5, is this storyline finally going to wrap up this season? Because the Emily and Miguel thing, it's going nowhere. There is no need to have these two in the show. I said last year, and I said in the beginning of the episodes this year, because I thought they weren't going to do it. I thought, bravo. There is other things we need to focus on. If you want a season 5, then, or at least towards the end of the series finale, maybe like sprinkle in a little cameo or whatever. Then you could like introduce maybe the Emily, or at least Miguel, back in the fold, and maybe Emily, because they set it up really perfectly, because they said that he 4 months has passed. He's probably dead. That's a great setup. That means you don't have to have Miguel throughout the whole season until maybe the season finale or next season. But because they introduce him and he's with his aunt, and like, don't get me wrong, I like his aunt, I like their little relationship, but the storyline does not need to be in here when we have a jillion other storylines that they require more focused on. We are 6 episodes down. There's like, 4 episodes left. And what we get with Emily especially does nothing. It does nothing. It pisses me off. The actress, it's not her fault. It's these writers. The writers, and I've heard that now it's like different writers. Now it's like multiple writers now. Like, we need consistent writing here. I think the best season, I said last season was probably the best. I don't know anymore. Like, everything's such a jumble mess. Everything always starts off great, and then it just dips down. It's just a cluster of just it's just everywhere. It's everywhere. I can't even really explain it. I don't understand it. I don't understand the writing room. I don't understand them sitting there and say, well, we should introduce JJ. And don't get me wrong, like, that's an interesting plot. You could have used maybe in the beginning of the seasons. But what is JJ bringing? Like, we still have to find out what this guy is doing, right? And we're 6 episodes down. Oh, let's have Emily like she's hiding, and then not even law enforcement. Private investigators, oh, come on in. I'm not talking to you. Yo, maybe I will talk to you. Like, what is that? What is that? What is this writing? What was really, really pissed me off was episode 6 has Emily call Easy. Leave him alone. You're only making it worse by calling him. I'm trying to give you a heads up. No, you're not. He's not even thinking about, what was his name? Marlon? He's not thinking about that situation. The private investigators can't really do anything either. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, oh my God. And I thought Miguel is going to has to leave the little mission. His aunt, he has a little bit of money. What is there for him? What is he going to do? Is he going to go try to find his son? He's definitely going to try to go find Emily and the son, right? But he can't go back to power. He's done. He's a wanted man. That's the whole point. These writers set things up for this storyline with the Galindo cartel and the Emily storyline. And they give you like, will she or will he stupid thing with Emily and Easy. They still keep bringing stuff up with those guys. Like, her calling Easy is still bringing up this, and how a puppy dog he was, and he's like, oh, where are you? Where are you? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, writers? What are you doing? Are we going to have Emily? It has to be, right? We're going to probably have Emily and Easy reunite. We're going to probably have Miguel come in and reunite with Emily. Or like, they're going to be in the same scenes together. Something's going to give. But what are we doing in the long run? What? There's so many questions. Why? There's a lot of whys. Why is this here? Why are we doing this now? Why are you trying to fit this in? Why? Why do we need Emily as a character in here? Actually, it was a good send-off last season. Why do we have Miguel here? Why? You know what? Why couldn't we kill him off in the beginning of this season? Or why couldn't we just bring him towards the end and maybe set up something for season 5? So many whys and so many frustration questions. There's no, oh, that made sense. Oh, that's a nice way how they tied it up. Oh, that's a good setup. There's none of those. There's just why. You don't want your show to have why. 4 seasons in, and these characters pretty much done. They're kind of like Felipe, right? The only reason Felipe is still alive is probably to come out with the truth that, or to have this Reyes reunion. That's the only reason I could think of. And that's the only thing I could think of Miguel being alive, other than Emily's still in the picture with his son. The whys. This is baffling how much this show has screwed up. I already told you I'm in it for till the end. And it's honestly, that ending is looking closer and closer every week. And I'm not talking about just season 4. This has been a mess. I'm not going to sugarcoat it no more. It has been absolutely a messy, messy series. I always give praise to series that are absolutely amazing. But this series, every season has been a mess. And it just frustrates me because I know the potential it had. That potential is gone. It's 4 seasons, man. And we still have an Emily and Miguel storyline that if they're going to do it this season, make it meaningful. But what meaningful things have we seen so far in 6 episodes? What's going to turn the page and go like, oh my God, that made a lot of sense? Because I guarantee you it's not. I guarantee you it's not going to be as satisfying at the end. Unless they finally kill off Emily. No. Unless they're done with this storyline. Unless they're done with Emily and Miguel. But they didn't need it in the first place. I don't know. I'm frustrated. I think we're all frustrated. So will this end this season finally? And if they do get a season 5, is that it? Like, do you want to see this end? Do you want no more? Thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate it. Like the video if you like it and comment below. Let me know your guys' thoughts on so far this whole thing, man. I mean, do you think it's going to happen? Do you think that's it? No more Miguel, no more Emily after this season? And if they do get a season 5, do you think that's going to go over to that? But either way, we're stuck with it. We're stuck with it until they finally decide, let's end it. I'm Anarchy, Dan's son. I'm out here. See you guys.